Hello and welcome back to Diecast Resurrection. Today we're working on our team transport. Now I've been kind of pumping this project up on social media, on Instagram and Facebook and stuff, getting your guys' opinions. It's taken me quite a while to figure out how I was going to style this car and the truck to kind of match. So for starters, I'm going to just put replacement red lines on the car, which is normal. I mean, this is one of the castings. That was an original red line anyways. So we're going to make a red line Neet Streeter hot rod, and then we're going to hot rod this thing up a little bit. So these Neet Streeters usually lose their little hood scoops inside the car. So here it is, this is the original little hood scoop. And I would imagine, I've done stuff like that too when I was a kid. You just see a little plastic thing and you just got to mess with it. So that's the factory scoop. There she is. Somebody just happened to push it in, just that easy. That was the most basic of basic interiors I think I've ever seen. I decided we're going to put some hot rod style wheels on the back of this thing. Gleek, 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 gleek. And then in the front I got typical semi rims, but they're nice big rims. I would also like to add some kind of nasty side exit exhaust on this thing. Something appropriate so it's just kind of burping out the bottom. Big old dirty flange header, just gleek, 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 gleek. I think that'll be real fun. Yeah, I guess this is our deck. One piece, I'll do some filing on here too, try to get everything smoothed out. So let's just get cracking. We got a lot of work to do today. Man, that's a pretty sad looking back window. Look at it. What is this thing? It's droopy. Meh. Looks better. It's a really tough decision trying to figure out what car to put on here. I think this one matches a little bit better than that Buick initially that I started with, just because of like the way the cab's shaped. But to be honest, a little bit earlier forward would have been even better because it would have matched how square the back of this cab is. But we're in too deep now, so we gotta just go with it. I gotta hand it to him. This Corgi here, made in Britain, has some resilient paint. I had this stuff submerged overnight and it was barely phased by it, so I was kind of alarmed this morning because I had to want to start my project here. Okay, we're gonna have to get some wheels sorted out here, make sure we get everything fit. So using these big boots is gonna be fairly easy because I can just use some brass axle tube. We're gonna need something like that. I ended up slotting the bottom here just so I would have unlimited space to mount my wheels. I'm just doing a little work on the inside of these fenders, trying to get these things nice and tight, almost like they were just made for this project. You know what I mean? This gap in here, I'm trying to get it just perfect. This side's still off a little bit. So we need to remove a little more material. That'll look real nice. That is a nice fitting wheel. So I'm hoping I can mount them just with a smidgen of clearance so they can roll and it'll just look like perfect. Hell yeah, now we're looking good. Gleek, 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 gleek. Just got a pretty wild stance. Gleek, 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 gleek. I think it's gonna look sweet. Hopefully we can see these little flanged headers. Yeah, I'll make sure we can see them good. So I'm going to run to the spray booth and hit these with some silver sealer, and I'll come back here and then we got to mix up some crazy orange paint. So I will BRB. We got the bodies, got the silver sealer happening. Boop. So I'm going to head back to the spray booth and I'm going to go throw this on the car and the truck. And then we'll be able to come back and start doing some taping. Do some flames. It's going to be sweet. Back to the spray booth. I put one coating of silver sparkles on top of this orange, so you kind of, it's got a little look to it at the moment. Well, I got them on there. I don't know how well this is going to work, but yeah. So we're going to go do the blue. I'm going to lay down a little bit of that silver that I used earlier first, and then we'll do the blue on top of that so our blue's nice and bright. Alright, I thought I'd paint the car completely before doing the truck just to make sure these vinyls are going to work. Hell yeah, I think that's looking good. I got a little piece of paint I got to fix on the roof here. It got peeled off from that vinyl, but other than that, I think this is going to be a real nice look. Alright, so we got this thing clamped in. Like I said earlier, I was hoping to kind of follow this body line to start where our flames are going to go. So maybe we'll put the flames on first, and then I'll just join it together. Yeah, the flames will probably start around the pillar here, and then we'll just wrap it around the side like that. Alright, we're going for it. It's going to be something like that. I'm going to utilize some of these vinyl circles just to help me make this corner. Okay, I think I got her adequately taped off, so I'm going to head back to the spray booth and we'll do the same treatment. We'll do the silver and then we'll do the blue. Well, we got lucky on this one. No paint came off, no nothing. Everything was just peeled off perfectly. So this is ready to start doing some details on. I wanted to paint these tanks. I think there's hydraulics over here. I think we got a pretty sweet little match happening here so far. This is going to be real nice once everything gets clear coated though. Gonna use a little bit of micro set. Name of this car is the Alky hauler. think I'm gonna paint our frame black and do the frame rails. Do 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 do. Cool, I'm gonna go give this a few minutes to dry, and then I'm gonna go in the spray booth and clear coat this and the car, and we'll get those things cooking, and I can move on to doing windshields and things like that. The easy stuff, the boring stuff. This is looking real good. I can't wait to see it clear coated, and especially with the car on the back, that's gonna be crazy. I'm on my coffee break, playing with some cars that were sent in by McSqueaky. What do you think of this one? It's an amphibious army hot rod, 6x6. I want to repaint this one because all these flames you're seeing is just a big sticker. Its rear axle's kind of bent up, so it needs a little bit of love. This is pretty awesome. This one's pretty awesome too, even though it's like super duper unique. I don't know what else a guy could even do with something like this other than just cherish it. Alright, I got our cars back from paint. Ooh. They're looking pretty spiffy, so I'm going to do a quick assembly here, and then I'm going to go ahead and roll this thing in. We'll do a reveal. Give me a few minutes. Hell yeah, look at this. Not bad, not too bad. Let me get this up into some better light here. So there we go. What do you guys think of the Alky hauler? I really wanted to put those decals on the truck, but being a cab over, there was just absolutely zero room, but I think it looks pretty good. Check out the pipes on the back of the cab, the truck there. Got the big flanges hanging out the bottom. I'm going to have another project for you guys here over the weekend, so you should see me a little more often. Plus I'll be posting on social media in general, anywhere, so be sure to follow me on those. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.